I made a boo-boo at the first step. And the boo-boo I made was, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time here, my name is Valrine. Now, full disclosure, I did a video on how to calculate fabric for grommet curtains. And guess what? I made a boo-boo at the first step. And the boo-boo I made was a subtraction boo-boo. Oh, I know. 58 minus 4 equals 54, but somehow I got 56. I'm not sure. My brain told me something different. And so, yeah, it was brought to my attention and I pulled that video. And I am going to go ahead and redo how to calculate your fabric for your grommet curtains, right? And I am doing the simplest way possible. I'm going to follow up with another video to say, instruct you, do a tutorial on how to make your grommet curtains. But the way how I am showing you to do the calculation now, believe me, it's going to take the fuss out. It's going to take any kind of stress out of you doing your grommet curtains, right? And so let's get started. Now I have a window here and I am choosing to use a window that's 48 inches wide. We're doing inches here, 48 inches wide, and I am taking it past the window, the curtains past the window, 6 inches on either side. So therefore I have to add 12 to my 48, and that's 60, right? Now that is why I have 60 inches at the top. Now, when we do calculations for curtains, usually we use a fullness, right? And so we are going to go ahead and we're going to use a 2 times fullness. You can use a 3 times fullness if you want to, right? We're going to need more fabric if we use 2.5 or 3 times fullness. 2 times fullness should be lovely enough. It won't like have the folds like very close together so you can't see the grommets, but I assure you it will be way better than most of the grommet curtains that they sell in the stores, right? So because we're going to do 2 times fullness, and we're going to do 2 panels. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 60 inches and I'm just going to use it as it is for 1 panel. Let's start with this 60 inches. Now, one of the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 2 inches from this side and 2 inches from this side. Oh, sorry, guys. I'll be right back. The phone's ringing. Let's just pick up from where we left off. So I said I'm going to take 2 inches off this side and 2 inches off that side. And the reason why I'm doing that is because when we're making our grommet curtains, we are going to start 2 inches in from the edge of the curtain, right? And we're doing that for both sides. Now, in order to calculate how many grommets we're going to need on the curtain panel, that is why we're taking off these 2 inches and we're taking off these 2 inches on the other side. So if we take 4 from 60, that's going to mean that we have 56 left, right? So this is where the no-brainer boo-boo happened, should never have happened. And so if it happens there, then everything else down the line, it's going to be thrown off, right? So that's why I pulled the video. So that's 60 minus 4 equals 56 inches. Now let's take that 56 inches over here. What we're going to do next is decide on our spacing. And our spacing is between our grommets, right? That's our spacing. Now I am suggesting that we use a 4-inch spacing and no wider than 4 inches, right? So what we're going to do, because when you use 4 inches, what's going to happen? You have your curtain rod like that and you get a lovely pleat like this. if you do it wider, then pleats are gonna get deep, and yeah, it's like we're using more material than we need to because we don't need that depth, right? So let's take the 56 and we're going to divide it by 4 because our spacing is going to be 4 inches. If you're making 3 inches spacing, you'll have finer folds. And so what you would do then is divide by 3. But we're dividing by 4 here because we're doing a 4-inch spacing. And so if we divide 56 by 4, that's 56 divided by 4. 4 into 5, 1. Carry the 1 over here. 4 fours are 16. So we're going to need 14 grommets for one curtain panel. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take our number of grommets and we are going to multiply that by the width of the grommet, right? The width of the grommet here is 2.5. Therefore, we're going to multiply 14 by 2.5 equals 35 inches. 14 by 2.5 equals 35 inches. Now, that is the amount of fabric that we're going to need to add in order to accommodate our 14 grommets. Now, you could take your measurement and you could do without adding the fabric for the grommets. But what's going to happen is that you're going to end up with issues because as soon as you start putting your grommet on, what's going to happen is your grommet is going to start eating into your spacing and then it's going to throw you off. So the easiest and simplest thing to do is to add the extra fabric for your grommets. So we are adding 35 inches to accommodate 14 grommets that are 2.5 inches across. Now, I hope you're following me so far. If you're following me so far, give me a thumbs up, guys. Yeah. And so what we're going to do now is take this 35 inches and we're going to start adding some numbers. So we're going to take the 35 inches and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 60 inches. We're not adding the 56. We're adding the 60 because the 60 inches goes right across. So those 4 inches that we had taken off, we took it off to calculate how many grommets we will need, right? And so now we have to put them back. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 60 to 35. And that is 95 inches. Now, just like in any other calculation for any other type of curtains, what we're going to do is add increments for our side hems. Now, if you buy ready-made curtains, most times this is what the side hem looks like. It's about 1 inch deep. I suggest that we go 2 inches to make it look more custom, right? More tailored, right? It doesn't scream ready-made or off the rack curtain or DIY. It looks more polished, right? So we're going to need 2 inches double hem on this side and 2 inches double hem on the other side, the leading edge and the outer edge, 2 edges. So we're going to need 2-inch double hem. It means that we're going to turn one time and then we're going to turn another time. So it means that we need 4 inches for this one side and then we need 4 inches for this other side. So 4 plus 4 is 8 inches. So we're going to take those 8 inches, we're going to add that to our 95 inches. That's 103 inches. However, remember, we're doing double fullness. So we have to then go ahead and we need 2 curtain panels. This is just for 1 curtain panel. So we'll go ahead now and we will multiply 103 inches by 2. So that's times 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 0 0, 2 1s are 2. So that's 206 inches. So we need fabric to make our 2 curtain panels that's 206 inches wide. We don't get fabric that wide. We get fabric in smaller widths. Yeah, we can get double width fabric, which is probably 118 or 120 inches wide. But most time we'll get fabric that's somewhere between 48 inches and 60 inches. And the most common one that I have found is 54 inches. So we're going to go ahead and use a fabric width that's 54 inches wide. And in order to find out how many of those widths of fabric we're going to need to join for our curtain panels, we're going to take the 206 and we're going to divide that by 54 inches. Now, if you're using 60 wide fabric, then you're going to divide by 60. If you can get double width, then you're going to divide by your double width measurement, right? So let's just go ahead and use a calculator and divide 206 by 54. That's 3.81. So that's 3.81. This is telling us that we need 3.81 widths of fabric. And let me just grab a roll over here. And this is what we're talking about. So this is a width of fabric from self edge to self edge. So what we will need is, according to our calculation, is 1, 2, 3.81 widths. However, we can only buy full widths, and we're going to need our full widths to make sure that we have enough fabric. So what we're going to do is take our 3.81 and we're going to round that up to 4. So we need 4 widths of 54 inches fabric. But that's not all. What about the length? Well, that's going to depend on the length of your curtain. Let's say our curtains here are going to finish at 84 inches. Right? From here to the floor is 84 inches. What we're going to need to do, that's our finish length. We're going to need to find out what our cut length is. And in order to get our cut length, we're going to have to add increments for the top hem and increments for the bottom hem. Increments for the top hem. 4 inches is standard for your top hem. It is a double hem. So it's going to be 4 plus 4, 8 inches. Right? So we'll add 8 inches to our 84. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry 1, that's 92 inches. But what about our bottom hem? Standard is also 4 inches double hem for the bottom hem. But you can get away with 2 inches. 2 inches or even 3 inches doesn't look too shabby, right? And so if you want to use 2 inches double hem or 3 inches double hem, you can. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use 4 inches double hem, which means that we need 1 fold, 2 folds, 8 inches. If you do a 2-inch double hem, it's then going to be 4 inches that you're adding. If it's a 3 inches double hem, it's going to be 6 inches that you're adding. We're going to add 8 inches for our 4 inches double hem. So that's 8 inches. That's 100 inches. So the length is 100 inches. That is our cut length. And our cut length is the fabric that we cut. And in order to have our hems, we include increments, right? Now, generally it is suggested you add maybe another 2 inches for wastage. You know, when you go in the fabric store and you buy your fabric, never ever ever is it straight. So you have to cut off the part that's not straight to square off your fabric, right? However, most times I leave it out. And the reason why I leave it out is that we end up adding more than 2 inches most times because we will round up. Because when you get a fraction, when you're buying fabrics, any type of material that you need to do your DIY projects, never round down. You always round up. Because even if you're buying like any type of hardwood or tile or anything, generally you would add wastage to it. So therefore you don't round down, you round up, right? To cover all grounds. So now our length is 100 inches. We're going to take this 100 inches and we're going to multiply that by our 4 widths. So when we are cutting our fabric, to make our curtain, we're going to go ahead and we're going to join widths of fabric to get 1 panel for one and 1 panel for the other one. So let's go multiply. This is 400 inches. Now, another thing that you have to be cognizant of, which I did a video talking about your pattern repeat, what you can do if you go into the fabric store and the fabric that you want to buy has a pattern repeat and you already calculated and know that, okay, I need 10 meters of fabric, but then the fabric has a pattern repeat. You have to allow for that, right? And so what I'm going to do is, what side is it? Link the video for you so you can check it out and see what I suggest that you do in case that happens. So we have 400 inches. So we need 400 inches of fabric to be able to make our 2 curtain panels. However, we don't buy fabric in inches. What we do is buy fabric in yards, and there are 36 inches in a yard, right? And I keep saying that because I've been asked before, why do you divide or multiply or whatever by 36? Because it's 36 inches in a yard. So we're going to take this 400, we're going to divide by 36 because we want to find out how many yards are in this 400 inches. So it's 400 divided by 36 equals 11.11. 11.11 yards of fabric. So you're going to need 11.11 yards of fabric. And as I said, let's round up. Now you can round up to 12 yards, or you could just round up to 11.5 yards of fabric. This should still give you a little bit of fabric that you can use to do a couple decorative cushions to coordinate your space, right? And if you buy fabric in meters, then you can go ahead and you can multiply by 0.91 to see how many meters you will need. Now in the next video, I am going to use this calculation and I am going to show you how to actually make your curtains for your grommet, make your panels for your grommet curtains, right? And so, yeah, if you got value from this lesson, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on your bell notification, click all so you won't miss out on upcoming videos. Like the video, share the video, and for sure, leave me your comment because I love chatting with you. I will see you in the next one. Or can't wait to connect with you in the next lesson. You take care now.